Hi, in these last couple slides, I just want to do some summation things for the change management tools and the change management strategies and thinking and tactics that I've talked about in the previous playlist. Um, First guideline is basically we want to fish for ideas in the right strategic ponds with new supply chain math and facts. So when we think of the switch metaphor of bright spots, when we go to net profit ranking reports, we're going to go to the extremes, and then we're going to do deep dive cross analytics to find out the root cause of phenomenally profitable and losing elements in our business. Then, with our supply chain math and facts, we can go out and start to have a different, more complete system conversation with suppliers or with customers, depending on where the structural opportunity is. And that's where the idea is going to come from. Once we get to that area, this is where we start to brainstorm. And I think I would encourage you to questionate and not say, here is a gap, or here's an opportunity, or here's our theory hunch. So quickly, let's come with an answer. Let's see if we can phrase the question correctly. In other words, let's not ask questions about symptoms. Let's ask questions about root causes. And when we look at that area and come up with, sort of mind map it, we put every little element kind of in a question format, which engages other people to think about it. And then not to jump to conclusions, but to live with them, think about them, talk about, check with a second supplier, second customer, third customer, and play around with it. And we will start to come up with a very rich, robust new solution built on a new insight that's got big upside leverage. Of course, when we act, we're going to do very cheap thought experiments first. We can just go call somebody up and say, here's what we're thinking about doing. Let's have a conversation. So we're just thinking about it. We're not actually doing something. But then out of that, we could come up with a cheap physical, experiment, and then we could monitor, check it, do whatever we need to do. That's sort of experimental, specific. And it's not like we have to reinvent the wheel in net profit analytics space, because I've been working with an ever bigger number of clients, on this capability and this way of running and looking at a distribution business for over 4 years now. And a lot of that, of what I've learned, is reflected in these YouTube video clips, and this also supports people who are starting down that path. So we now have clients that are well down and have good case studies, and this is where going to the Advanced Profit Improvement Conference on a regular basis just keeps you charged and energized and learning new stuff that you can say, wait a minute, that's the solution for the problems we're just discovering ourselves. Now, number 6, you have to have an innovative leaders and culture first. And this is a big, soft, vague issue that needs a lot more work. And so in the next playlist that I get into, it's all about corporate culture management in an intentional way as opposed to accidental, victim of a dysfunctional culture, perhaps. So people are probably scratching your head about, well, that seems sort of bogus, but bear with me and check into the next playlist for more on that. So let's go on to the next slide. Thank you.